Hello everyone, welcome. I'm sorry but I can't use the bottle today. I do not want to drop frames any more than I already am, but welcome. Chat should be on screen, so... Currently it says I've got like 22% dropped frames, so... Hopefully that's gonna get better since I turned off my model. Da, 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 da. Okay, so chat is working. Everything is working on this so far. Good. Fingers crossed that's gonna stay like that. Hello, Faust. And Angeline and Nova, and anyone else who might be lurking. So, OBS on performance mode. Okay. Let's hope this works. Fingers crossed, everyone. So, welcome. I have been doing 3D modeling for a while, actually. I mainly taught myself, I think. And tell me if I ever need to adjust audio or anything, but... I mainly taught myself 3D modeling, and I really have fallen in love with it. I find it so much fun. It's one of my hobbies. The first thing I ever tried to make 3D modeling was an MMD model. I think the first one I made was in like 2013, and I still have that model. Of course, I've gotten a lot better over the years, but I still can't bear to delete that first model I ever made. And it taught me of my love for modeling and animation and stuff like that. And now I have become anime. Okay, let me show you what we're gonna make today. Ta-da-da-da! I decided to start simple and start with the Buster Sword. I found this on DeviantArt by this person, so I wanted to credit them. Okay, so you can all see everything. Now I have become the anime. Yes, I have. Okay, first thing we do is we rescale this. We start with this default cube when we open up Blender. First thing we do is resize it. And then we'll do more other stuff. Right now we just want the basic shape. Which is that. Move these as well. Of course it doesn't look like much so far, but... And now we are going to start cutting it in half. Many times. And we are going to move all of these lines, these edges and vertices to get what we want. I'm sorry, I don't know how to explain what I'm doing. Scale, so... Want to scale that so it's no longer angled. And move it over here. We're gonna move these on here so where you can see the blade of the sword is supposed to be. This I want to move over here, so... And... I guess I'll move this over here. I guess I'll just move this over here, yes. I'm also trying to keep this on frame for you guys, so... Tell me if I ever move it on frame. Because I also cut off the side panels I have on each side. Turn around and see what that looks like. And we are going to switch to grab the faces. This is how we make things look like they're have edges and stuff. Which one was I was? That was not what I wanted to grab. But I guess it works. I've noticed that with Blender, I could just basically select these little dots here, and I select what I want to. Should make the blade first? Yeah, we'll make the blade first before we start making the hilt. You can see the side panels of the controls, but we can see the models. Okay. Yes, I cut off the controls. That's really not as important as the model itself. And I don't want it to be off screen, but like I said, I don't have another monitor yet, so I kind of have to guess where the screen is. Okay, my BGM is having problems. Excuse me while I figure out what I'm doing. Grab all these. I also want this one. And this edge right here. And now we are going to scale these in. Let me turn off this for a bit. So you can see it's supposed to look more blade-like. I have a problem here though. I need to fix these. Like I said, I pretty much taught myself how to do this, so I am by no means a master at this. I'm still just learning myself. There's another way we could do this. I should probably grab the faces again. Let's try extruding instead. That's not the way I want to do extrudings. A scale? I probably should have tried to do this beforehand, so I would know what I'm doing. The Buster Sword is very blocky. I have to move this around. Let me select this so I could rotate it the right way. And move it over. Yes, this is all way too wide. Select this object. Scale it down. I want to be able to actually see what I'm doing through here. See? That looks a little better. Looks like one of the vehicles from Star Wars, one of the sandcrawlers. Well, it's gonna look really weird at the very beginning because we haven't got any details down or anything. I'm just getting the basic shape right now. Let's start with the hand, with the hilt part. Add another cube. You move up here. I wish I knew how to recolor things in Blender, but I don't yet. I promise I know what I'm doing. Somewhat. It's not what I wanted to do. No. Not scale move. These over here. Okay. Turn off that and turn this back on. Okay, as you can see, we have a little bit of an edge around this. This is way too wide, by the way. We have a little bit of an edge around this. That's good, so it actually makes sense. If you get things too close together without having edges around them, weird glitches start happening. It's called sea fighting. See? It's starting to take a little bit of shape. You know way more than I do, and probably a lot more than we all in the chat know. True. Probably. I'm trying to explain what I'm doing, but I'm not sure if I'm explaining it well or not. And we're gonna go here. You want the move tool. Select this. Extrude. Go back to this. And that's where the material goes. We just basically start blocking out shapes first before you actually make any details or anything. So we got the blade and we got that part. Let's start working on the handle. Object mode, add, mesh, cylinder, move, not scale, not yet. Okay, so we need to spin this around. Let's try 9. Was I muted this entire time? Oh, I think. I can know how I did that. I accidentally pressed my button for mute when I was trying to rotate it. I'm not muted anymore. I fixed it. Yes, I fixed it. I figured out what I did. See? It's not that difficult of a shape, so. And this is why I chose it first. I also want to make Ultima weapon, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Okay, so it won't let me go that far. Kind of hard to see where these lines are. Grab to zoom in. Fuzzy pixels. Okay. Let's select all of these faces. Extrude. Where is the other one? For here? I'm gonna have to move this. This. It needs to move. Is that on the wrong side? No, I'm facing the wrong side. The way Blender does things confuses me sometimes. I have to rotate this. This is that, so this time I will not press the button to mute myself on accident. See, I have learned. Could we close that now? Cylinder. Cylinder. I want the edit mode. And I want to grab faces. This way. Select. Extrude. That doesn't extrude the way you want it to. That just moves it. I want it to... Okay, fine. Guess I'll do this my way. Scale, face this way. See how that looks? That is definitely not big enough. So we will make it bigger. This. That's what I was doing. I'm still learning my way around this program. That looks a bit too big, maybe? I can't tell. Or maybe it's the right size. Maybe it's the right size, I can't tell. Okay, so I guess I still have to move this part. Object mode, move. Okay, where is that? Up here. Object mode, cylinder. Edit mode. Just deselect all this stuff in the middle. Ah! I did not mean to do that. I did it all the time though. I need to make this farther that way. Oh, I see how it is. It's not actually circular. It's more of an oval shape. It's more of an oval shape like that. Okay, object mode. Select this. This. That's what I want, not the other thing. That's what I want. I just want to make this a little bit bigger. Is that right? I can't tell if this is in the way. I could barely do stuff with Photoshop. Blender looks like a Hydra with 7 heads. Look at all you're doing. Well, I've always been interested in like 3D modeling and stuff, so since I was very young, So it's just like, yeah, I could do this. Hmm. Okay, I think these are supposed to extrude some. I did not want to move it. I want to expand. I don't want to move it like this. Mm. I just want to scale it without screwing up things. Well, there's always workarounds for stuff like this. Make another one right there. And another edge right here, so that's... And I select this. I select these faces. I can scale them up without messing with the size of the rest of this. I think that's a bit too big though. It's a lot of adjusting stuff. This. And this reference is a bit off from what I'm looking at, it looks like. Does that look right? I guess so. No, it actually looks like it's flush. Do I care enough to change that? Do I care enough to change that? Hmm. I guess I probably should change that. Be more accurate. Okay, object mode, add. Let's add a, where is it? UV sphere. Edit mode. Hello, Riza. Wow, big sword. Yes. It spoke to me. It's like, Mia, model me. But that's just the way it is in video games. Big swords. Now we only really need half the circle, so... But if we just hit delete... Or, if we just delete all this... How do I delete stuff? Delete faces? Okay, if I just delete the faces like that, you see? The sphere will be open like this, which isn't right. So what we're going to do is... We are going to flatten this. If it will let me. We are going to flatten this. And then we will move this back over here. So that when I turn this off, there's no hole in the sphere. I forgot. If you select things when you don't have this button clicked, you only select half of the object. So I have to remember to do that. Let's move this up here. Scale. Scale this down. How am I supposed to do this part? I think I have an idea. I always look silly like this. Scale. So it looks less ridiculous. Scale. This way. Move. As you can see, the end of the cylinder sticks out, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to select the cylinder, select edit mode, grab these vertices right here, and push them in. What was I saying? You have to have the button clicked if you want to select everything. We're gonna select these. Move them in here. Switch faces. Move these. No, wait. We'll select these faces. I know what I'm doing, I swear. At least I think I know what I'm doing. Scale. Excuse me. Scale like this. And because this blender is weird, I have to put in a new one of these. For here. So I could adjust this. Adjust this and scale it up. That was the wrong one. I wanted to select this side. Scale this up so it better fits that shape. And then select all of those. Move them in. Okay, so object mode. See what it looks like so far? Obviously this looks like it's too big. This way. Sphere. What is that doing in there? It needs to be up there. All of this. Okay, sphere. Sphere. Where is it? I don't think it's selected. Okay, so it is selected. So move it up. Scale down. Okay, so that is off. That is very off. Size-wise, it should be better. That is very off. Apparently I don't have my reference images aligned yet. Aligned correctly. Reference. Let's try it on the other side so I can actually see the sword. The little handle is up here, so I have to really zoom out. Come on. Oh well, that's good enough for now. I can fix it later. But now I also need to fix this. Yes, I really need to fix this. So many small pieces to adjust and tweak. Yes, that's just the way it is. I'm also a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to this, so... Welcome to the Miyakuza. Well, welcome SF Tengu. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Hello. I hope you enjoy yourself here. I don't always do Blender streams. Especially since I barely know what I'm doing. I'm used to Maya. So... this is taking some getting used to. And of course I keep coming down to my own BGM. Okay, what do I select that I don't need to select? Okay, that's... I'm still missing one over here. Oh, these little dots are called vertices. And I need to move them. And as you can see, I selected the wrong one there. So... there's so many small things you have to adjust with this, but I really don't mind. This is a hobby for me. Okay. And you still need to widen that up. Okay, X. I see. What I was doing was... oh, round. That's why it looks weird. This part needs to be flat. That's why it was looking weird. Okay, so let's turn off that. Not wireframe that. I said off. Okay, that looks a lot better. Still a bit wonky, but it's good enough for now. And I can move on to something else. Hello, I have to stop out for... okay. Thank you for stopping by, Tengu. And I hope you come back. Let's start working on the holes for the materia. How would be the best way to make this? I think I have an idea. I could just make... yeah, I have an idea of how to do this. This off. Set the origin, that's what I wanted. Because I really gets offset and it bugs me. Move this. You need to move out of the sword. Okay, where is this? We need to move that out and rotate it. So it's that way. Let's try that. Nope, that is not right. That's not the right direction. That is also not the right direction. Okay, that's much better. See, materia. Just have to reuse stuff that you already got. Except it needs to be bigger. And over. Scale it up. It's a lot of moving around views and stuff like this. Shades move. That's not doing anything, so what's the point of that? Oh well. We need multiple materia for this. So turn back on X-ray. Now our Buster Sword has 2 materia. Gonna select both of these. Duplicate them and move them back. How do I rotate these? I forget. There's a way to mirror them. Yes, this works. Work, please. That's all I ask of you. Work. Thank you. Here we go. Both sides. Modeling stuff looks fun. It is a lot of fun in my opinion, at least. I love modeling stuff, but I hate rigging and I hate texturing stuff. Rigging is basically making stuff that's called bones in the model so that it can move. I like making the stuff move, but I don't like rigging it so it can move. Mainly because I don't know how to do it very well, at least. Okay, so these are all material, right? I'm just renaming these for my benefit. Even though you can't see this. Always best to be organized. Let's make a new folder for them. If you go down here and name it materia. Here we go. And now if I need to, I can just turn it off. I did use Unity and Blender one time to import a model to VRChat, but that was a long time ago. I've tried to do that, but I'm not good enough, so I did it, but I don't know how. I'll put it that way. I was just following a guide. Which one is this? This is the... Let's call that hilt. Let's call this handle. This will be the pommel. And this, of course, is the blade. Okay, select this. We're going to adjust this some more. I'm gonna go back to edit mode. Going to insert more of these lines. So that I could extrude stuff. Even though extruding doesn't seem to work here. Okay, so there is like a little hole in there, so I probably should. Okay, that should be good for right now. Set faces. I just want to select faces right now. Select. Okay, so... And I don't want those either. Actually, I need to make more of these for the edges. I do not want that there. No. I do stuff like that occasionally. It's just like, no, that was not what I wanted to do. Can I move this over here? And over here to make this. This makes a weird shape though. Probably shouldn't do that. Oh well, let's just go back to what I was planning on doing. Select these. Deselect this. And those. Make sure I have what I want. Okay, now extrude. Why do I keep doing this knowing it's probably not going to work the way I want it to? Deselect. I'll just move these the way I want them to. Crap. You be out. The only thing is I can't tell if these are even. Actually, they look pretty even. They look fine, so. It was a pre-rig skin. I just have to delete a couple of things because I don't have VR and I had to attach stuff in those. When I make MMD models, I don't usually make it from scratch. I usually find parts that I want and put them together and edit the crap out of them. But I have been trying to make some of my own parts lately, so I don't have to rely so much on other people. Okay, that should be good, right? Let's select this and... See this edge right here? We want to make that recessed. We want to make that look like it's beveled. We do have a bevel tool, right? Yep. So I'm going to select all of these faces over here. We're going to turn so we can actually see what's going on. Bevel. I've never tried to use the bevel tool in this before. That's too much. That's... I think Blender is a little bit weird sometimes. I could do this better just by doing it myself. So let's first Make it a little bit thinner. See, it gives it more of a manufactured look. Let's make it a little bit thinner. Weird. Yes. 3D modeling is weird sometimes. Actually, probably just need to grab the bases like this. Don't mind me talking to myself as I try to figure out what I'm doing. Bye bye, Blade. We don't need you right now. This program is weird sometimes. It really is. No. And then it does stuff like that. Like these. I think I got what I need. We're going to scale them in. Let me bring that back. It just looks better like this. See, it looks more manufactured. Okay, so object mode. Okay. Now you see that there's a little circle around this material? You may be wondering how we're gonna make that. Well, okay, select the different one that I wanted to select. It's quite simple. Control. No, I did not want to move that one. I wanted this one. Okay. Now we're gonna edit this one. Let me zoom in some so you can all see what I'm doing. We're gonna select all of these. All of these, so gonna have to rotate so I could do that. Get that on my way so I don't actually accidentally do something I don't want to. Select all those. And maybe this would be... No, wait. Why am I doing it like this? Why am I doing it the hard way? Why do I like to make things difficult on myself? There's another way easier way to do this. Good job, Mia. You just try to give yourself more work. Okay. Move. This. I want this. Let's stick it in about the middle right there. And scale it down. We're gonna have to scale it in too. And now we have a little place for the material to go. I'm gonna have to move this. I'm also gonna have to make it a little bit longer. So that it covers up this. And move this out a little bit. See, doesn't that look better? Ooh, blender. Yes. Hello, Simon. Welcome. We are currently trying to make the Buster Sword. And I keep trying to make things harder by myself. Unintentionally. Okay, that looks like it's about right. These are probably supposed to be empty, but they're not going to be anymore. Let's try mirror. Why? That does nothing. Mirror X. Okay, that's right. I need to move these in some more. Make it better. I wish I would be deleting some faces so you can see, but I don't want to do that right now. Looks about right. Okay. Oh, I see. That's supposed to be blade. I get it. I was confused at first, but I get it now. Let's work on the blade some. How's my stream doing? It's actually doing really well. I am shocked. I am very happy about that. Okay, so what would be the best way to do this? It looks like it's all one part. I guess I'll flat against it. And my sword seems to be a lot wider than the picture. Why did I disappear? Why did I make that disappear? I just wanted to minimize it. How should I do this? I'm thinking. There's supposed to be like little grooves in it, right? It's supposed to be like grooves inside the sword. I could also try to do this part. I don't feel like it right now. Okay, let's see if this will work. First, make it a lot thinner. And move it back some. Maybe grooves or decals, I think. I mean, I could just texture it to look like that, but I don't know how to texture in Blender. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I had to basically reteach myself everything I knew about 3D modeling when I switched to this program. So I know it's supposed to be like grooves, but might be easier to just make it like sticking out a little bit. Or I could just make one long cylinder that goes through all this. But I figured that this would probably be easiest. So, not face, vertex. This. And now we're going to make a lot of lines. One here. One about here. 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 And here. And now it's time to move these. We're adjusting these slowly so they fit what we're trying to do. No. Wrong. That was not what I wanted to do. Put this over here. I'm gonna have to make another one. To move this down here without it looking wonky. Okay, it looks a little bit wonky, but no, I'll just make a vertical one. First, we're going to move all these over. We're gonna move all these over. It needs to go in because we should make. I think we need to make another one of those. I will figure out how to do this. Horizontal may actually be better, but either that or make multiple of these. Make it on multiple shapes. I need another one of those. And you can move over here. So let's move this over here. And move this vertex down here. Make another one here. Going to move it up. And move this down so that it's not... You do not want these lines here to cross, because it looks very weird when you do. Let's move this one over, this one down. Okay, let's see what that looks like. That doesn't look too bad. No weird anything. So turn that back on. Now we're going to add another cube. Most of this is just cubes. Cubes and cylinders. Move up. Excuse me. Scale. Oh, look from the top way. You see how I put these? I do not want these to... I do not want the faces to match up exactly like that. Because it will look really weird if you do that. You may have instances of them trying to fight each other to be seen. Which is called Z fighting. And it does not look good. Okay, so... this way. And this. Box and more box. Yep, pretty much. And it's just a matter of editing all these so they look like the way you want them to. Okay. You see how this looks like it's going into this part? That's the way it appears on the drawing, so that's the way we want it to look in the model. I could add all these lines too. There. But I'm gonna have to extrude them or something so you can actually see them. Ba da 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 da. Now it has those lines on it. At least when you look at it like this. Let me try something. Bevel. That would work for this. If I select multiple faces. I probably shouldn't. Okay, so we're just gonna bevel each. We're gonna bevel every other one just a little bit. So there's just a little bit of variation between them so you can see them better. I don't want to see right now. Disappear. That looks a lot better than the other side. I did the other side individually, that's why. Move this a little bit. And then we're gonna do the same with the other side. Select off the object. Shape that. It doesn't look like you can see the one in the middle so much. So let's grab faces. And we'll move these out a little bit so you can see them better. And now you should actually be able to see these. Yep, that looks a lot better now. Actually see the definition between them. You get from one day to another like a pro. I have a little bit of practice doing this. And like I said, this is one of my hobbies, so I do spend some time on it. This just when I get bored and stuff. Okay, since these lines don't connect at the bottom, I am not sure how to make them, honestly. Unless I want to try to make them from the blade itself, but... Yep. I'm gonna go with the box mode again. More boxes. What time is it? I'm probably gonna end stream whenever I finish this, however long that takes. So edit. I like using vertexes for this. Go with that about right there. And about right here. Object mode. Move it over just a little bit. So it looks a bit more even. See? This is what I was talking about. This is safe hiding. We do not want that. It happens when two objects are trying to occupy the same space and be seen at the same time. We do not want that at all. But we'll take care of that, so. Cube. Object mode, edit. Okay, that's the wrong cube. There's also the wrong cube. I want this one. Edit. Move this in. Move this in. Fighting is bad. Yes. See, there's still some Z fighting, so we're gonna move this up just a little bit. And now the Z fighting is gone. I think this is about right. And then another one a little bit below that. And a little bit below that too. Now we're going to move these into place. Deselect these for now. Da, 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 da. Wait, I know what to do. Let's look faced. Not that one. Not that one. This one. This is the one I want. Extrude. X. Now give me the vertices. Or vertexes. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's move this over here. Move all these down a slight bit. Except for these. I just need to select the right things. Move it down slightly. Going to move these down slightly. And now this is going about right here. So that makes a more gradual slope. It doesn't look completely weird. Pull this back. Pull these forward. And this one right here. My nose itches. Turn that off. Object mode so we could see it better. It's starting to take shape, I think. It might not be perfect, but I think it's starting to take shape. So next piece. would be this one right here, it looks like. And you know what that means? Another cube. This is just the way it's gonna be for a while. Yep, it's way more detailed. You start with the basic shapes, and then you slowly work your way to details. Is that fighting? I don't see any Z fighting, so I guess we're good. But I do need to move it in, so. I can't see where the sword is anymore. Okay, that's better. Grab this, grab that. Put it in. Is that right? No, that is definitely not right. That's definitely not right. We need to move this in farther. I screwed up. I didn't select all of the vertices. Maya is weird sometimes. Not Maya, Blender is weird sometimes. Okay, that is like it should be. Also move this in. This needs to go in a little bit further. There we go. No Z fighting? Good. So now we could adjust these. Leave one up there. About right here. About right here. And that should be it. Because I could just move this bottom one up. It doesn't need to be that tall anyway. Okay, move this one over just tiny bits. That over. And move this over. Make sure there's no more glitching. There's still no glitching. See? Once I get started, it doesn't take that long at all. It's really starting to come together. Okay, let's set another, get another cube. I can't help but laugh when I keep saying, get another cube, get another cube. Because it feels like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. Which, yes, I am, but that's the way it be. Not that, this. Nope. Like that. Sure there's no sea fighting. I want this to be recessed a little bit. Select this viewpoint. And push it back a little bit more. I think I want this one to go up a bit. I think I want the other one. Let me select object up here. Which one is this? Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. This is why I need to rename stuff. I get confused on which one I'm doing. Okay, that looks a bit better. But now I think I want this one to be pushed in some. Let's just scale it this way. Not rotate, scale. Scale. Okay, so I still need to adjust this other side. Because it's kind of weird. The blade is not perfectly in the center, so... Okay, I think that looks a lot better. Okay, so... Select that. Select this. Go back to edit mode. Go back to this way, and this. We're making more edge lines, as they're called. Okay, that should be enough, so... Just move this up here. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Over here. Move this over as well. I just need to grab this one, move it back, and move this over. Almost. Okay, so object. We're making good progress, it seems. I guess we're gonna make another of. I don't want to rescale it yet. What did I just do? So, need those three. So need three parts here, so looks like we need like 2 or 3 more to finish this area. Move this over here. And this over here. Move this down so it's slower than this. Want it to fit like this. And then grab this side, move this in. I said grab that side. I did not mean to deselect it. Okay, so I need to move this up. Move it up a little bit more. Okay, that should be good. Okay. Move over here. I hope I haven't gone off center and you guys can still see this. And the smaller these pieces get, the easier they are to make. Gonna move this in just a tiny bit. Move this in as well. And this. Good, make sure they all go into that part. Is that right? That looks kind of a bit weird. They're just details. This might take a little bit longer if I decide to do that right now. Add another cube. So I'm going to grab this. Edit. I want it to match up here. And this is the this one is very easy to it's gonna be very easy to make. I don't even need to add anything to it. I could just use the points that it already has. See this way. Move this in just a tiny bit. And also move this in just a bit. Maybe move it just out just a little so that and I think we are done with that part. Let me rename these up, these items, or at least put them somewhere. Blade details. Grab all these, stick that in there. As well as this. Okay. I think all I really have left to make is this part right here. And I don't think that should take long. After that, it's just basically fine-tuning shapes and stuff. And it looks really good already. At least in my opinion. Make the blade look more like a blade and stuff like that. Da, 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 da. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit more complicated. But I think the best place to start would be with yet another cube. Move that up there. And the thing is, once I finish with one of these, I could just basically duplicate it, so. I'm gonna start with this swirl thing down here. As for how I'm gonna make this, lots and lots of lines. We'll see if this works like this. Or if I need more or less. Just follow the shape slowly. Yeah, it looks awesome. Thank you. And it only took me a few hours. It only took me 1.5 hours so far. As you can see, I have a little bit of practice. Just a little bit. I don't think I need all of these. So, I might have to get rid of them. Let's just delete that. Let's try it again. I think I had too many vertices and stuff. So it would have been hard to make. I want to just move that in. Now move it up. Let's try. What about right here? What about right here? Right here. And of course move this down. Because we don't need to be that tall. We might need one in the middle. Move all these up. This one goes in. Let's do these. What is this? Poly build? Where is this at? If I could get this to work the way I want it to. It wants me to work on. It wants me to do it on the cube. And I don't wanna. I don't wanna do things on this cube. Let's try cylinder instead. Okay. Rotate. Let's try this. This might be easier since it's actually already rounded. That's not the way I want to scale it. Wait, what? Okay, my sound died in my ears for a second. My BGM did. Technology is wonderful when it works. My stream is doing quite well now. Not dropping hardly any frames anymore. Okay, so how do I start with this? Guess we'll start like this. Start by adjusting these. Just try to follow the curve. Stream is going alright? Yep. I just looked and it only looks like I'm dropping maybe 2% frames, which is a lot better than 50. There's barely any hiccups. I'm honestly surprised. Happy but surprised. I could probably move these over some. I think I've got more than enough vertices to work with. I don't generally like to move it like that because sometimes it does weird stuff. But it looks like it's fine. We just move these like this. It's also faster. Maybe some other stream will come back to this and I'll finally texture and stuff. But this time this is just modeling. Because I don't know how to UV in this program. No. Which part of the sword is this? It's right here. So this is the handle, this is the blade. This is like the decoration by the hilt. That's what we're working on now. Also looks like it's the most difficult part of this. At least the most detailed part of this. Going to have to get more vertices done here. I see. So this is we're just working on the hardest part right now. As you can see, I put it off to the last. I've got nothing else to work on right now. Should I make a few more vertices so I can make it a little bit more smoother? Let's see how it looks without all that. It looks fine without it, actually. I have to scoot this in. These are just decorations. That looks good so far. This one. I don't want to suddenly be making stuff backwards. Add another cylinder. And I think I needed to turn it this way. 90. Yep. It's the right direction. I kind of remembered what I was doing. If as good as my stream is going right now, maybe I actually could have used my model. Oh well, I'll have to see next time if I could use my model. It must be weird to see me not move. Hello, 3. Welcome. We are just working on some details right now. I need this to be a little bit further out. X. Uh, it's okay. I like it. Thank you. This is probably the most detailed stuff I've had to work on in a while. Then again, I did decide to model Metaton X's armor, so okay. This is edit mode, so good. Going to grab this. Ba-da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay. Did any of you not believe me when I said I knew how to 3D model? Because I'm pretty sure that you see the error of your ways now. I love modeling in animation. No, do not move those. Move these. Just need to follow this line. I suppose I could make two or extrude, possibly. No, I like the detail. I know what you meant, don't worry. Have to move these around still. This is probably the most finicky part by far. Just trying to get everything to fit perfectly. And I'm a perfectionist, so I believe that I have my suspicions because generally VTubers tend to focus on character modeling instead of modeling other stuff like you were doing. I would love to model characters, but I don't think I'm good enough yet. I mostly the most stuff I make that aren't indie models are inorganic stuff like this. I just don't feel like I know enough to try to model people. I have tried to model myself before. It didn't work very well. I got so frustrated. And then I quit messing around with 3D modeling for at least a month. I just need more practice before I try to do anything like that. But hey, if this makes me unique, then what's the problem? I can make like props and stuff for people. I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. And this. Also, I'm gonna be posting this on Twitter when I'm done anyway, so. So maybe other people will actually believe me. All in all, I really don't care what I make in 3D modeling because I just find it fun itself. I don't care if I'm working on people or objects or stuff like this. I'm having fun regardless. Yeah, it's a bit wonky, but I was running out of vertices. Okay, these ones should be easier. And then after that's just a bunch of spheres. Let's add another cylinder. Where is it? We're gonna move it over here. And then turn it by this axis. 90 degrees. Put that in a little bit. Grab all these and move these in as well. And now we are going to resize. Whoops, I selected. I switched off it. I want this. I want to edit this. Just realigning stuff. I probably have more than enough vertices for this. Was this supposed to be like flames or something? Because some of these symbols sort of resemble the moon. I don't know what it is, I'm just making it. Adjust this a little bit. I can't quite tell where that part ends. I guess it goes up slightly. I can't quite tell. This picture I'm looking at is pixelated, so... I think it's supposed to go up a little bit. Like a fire. It's supposed to go up a little bit. And like this a little bit. I could move these in some. And move these up so they don't like quite so wonky. Now let's see how this looks. Is that the way it's supposed to be? It looks odd, but I guess that's how it's supposed to be. So... And for this one, I think I could pretty much just copy paste this. If I have the right object selected. think I could pretty much just copy paste it, rotate it, and edit it slightly. What am I supposed to be looking at? The silvers. Obviously this is going a bit too far. It's going off the edge a little bit. Okay, gotta go. Okay, bye Nova. I hope you enjoyed watching me mess around with Blender. It looks a bit weird, but I guess it's just how it's supposed to look. We're almost done here. Maybe. Move it up here. Scale. This one is sort of like an oval shape, so. And it's also sort of turned this way. Scale. It's a little bit off, but needs to be a little bit shorter this way. Okay, just a little bit bigger. Let's actually hit the scale button. Okay, edit mode. I can make this come out in front of everything just a little bit. Let me turn that off so I could see better what's going on. I need to pull it down a little bit more on this side. Okay, that seems more like it. Now, one more object. Maybe. That was not what I meant to do. That was very wrong. Okay. Now I just need to move each side in some. Move this in as well. Object mode. Almost done. Now all we need to do is just grab all these. I'm gonna add them to a new box. Health. Details. Select all of these. Copy, paste. Mirror. Y. Mirror. C. Yay. Okay, so I just need to move it into place. So it stays and it looks like the modeling is done now. Look at that Buster Sword! It's not perfect, of course, but I'm still learning this program, so I did my best. I feel like I did pretty well for what we got, though. Take a screenshot? Well, the decorations take a lot of work. Yes, they do. They usually do. It's always getting the basic shapes down is easy. It's just the decorations that take work. So, what did you think of this? Would you like me to continue doing these streams occasionally? Because I have fun. It's a pretty good bonk sword? Yes. I just need to texture and stuff. It's not perfect, of course, but I did my best, and a lot more complicated than I thought. And Faust, remember, I do this for fun. This is how I get my this is how I get my enjoyment. I do this as a hobby. Maybe stream another work bit. Yes, I'll probably do that. It's just I didn't have anything else I wanted to stream today. I couldn't think of any game to play, so. But yes, next time I'll stream it sometime on weekday. But for now, thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoyed this little look into how he models stuff. But for now, good night, and I assume ya. Bye bye, everyone.